Tax season is the opportunity to uncover some expected tax savings. Many people are unaware of some of the more unusual tax deductions that have been allowed by the IRS in the past. These deductions go beyond the typical business expenses or itemized deductions. Ranging from pet expenses to music lessons, let's count down the 7 most unusual tax deductions that the IRS has ever approved, along with an explanation of how each taxpayer managed to claim them. You may find inspiration for potential deductions in your own tax return. At number 7, guard dog. One taxpayer who owned a scrapyard successfully deducted the cost of his guard dog, arguing that the dog provided security for his business. The IRS agreed because the dog was specifically trained to protect the business premises. Business owners in certain high-risk industries have been able to deduct the cost of guard dogs. If you have a guard dog for your business, you may also be able to deduct expenses such as food, vet bills, and training. The IRS generally requires that the dog serves a business purpose, such as guarding inventory, rather than a personal one. Number 6, swimming pool. A taxpayer with severe arthritis was advised by his doctor to engage in water therapy. He successfully deducted the cost of building a swimming pool at his home as well as ongoing maintenance by proving that it was prescribed for medical purposes. Medical expenses are deductible if they exceed a certain percentage of your income and are deemed necessary by a medical professional. For one taxpayer, this meant installing a pool. To claim a deduction like this, you must be able to show a doctor's recommendation and demonstrate that the expense was primarily for medical use. Keep all your receipts and medical records relating to this expense. Number 5, clarinet lessons. One taxpayer's child was prescribed clarinet lessons to help with an overbite. The IRS allowed the deduction as a medical expense because it was prescribed by an orthodontist. This may sound bizarre, but in rare cases, the IRS allows deductions for unusual medical treatments if they serve a legitimate health purpose. Number 4, breast implants. An exotic dancer argued that breast implants were a necessary business expense to enhance her performance and increase her income. The court agreed that they were an ordinary and necessary business expense. For any expense to be deductible as a business expense, you have to prove that it directly benefits your business. While this is a unique case, it does demonstrate the flexibility of business deductions when you can show necessity. Certain personal expenses could be classified as business expenses if they're deemed necessary for generating income. Number 3, cat food. A junkyard owner deducted the cost of cat food, explaining that he fed stray cats to control rodents on his property. The IRS agreed that the cats provided a necessary service for the business. Sometimes expenses that might seem personal can be deductible if they serve a legitimate business purpose. If you maintain a resource that helps your business operations, such as pest control, you may be able to deduct it and its associated costs, even if it's as unusual as cat food. Number 2, body oil. A professional bodybuilder was allowed to deduct the cost of his body oil used in competitions. The court accepted this expense because it was necessary to compete effectively. For professional performers, certain appearance-related expenses can qualify as business deductions. If you're in an industry where appearance is a part of your business, such as bodybuilding or performing arts, related expenses may qualify for a deduction if they're essential for your business. And at number 1, gender reassignment surgery. In 2010, the IRS allowed a taxpayer to deduct the cost of gender reassignment surgery as a medical expense after a court case. The argument was that the surgery treated a diagnosis, gender dysmorphia. Medical expenses are deductible if they're medically necessary and address a legitimate health need, even ones that might be deemed controversial. Now, while all these cases are out of the ordinary, they show how flexible the tax code can be when it comes to taking deductions. With careful planning and good record keeping, you can make the most out of the tax code and potentially benefit from deductions you never knew existed. I hope you learned something new in today's video. If so, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the bell icon so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.